Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Ronnie with RC Bassin, and today we're going to do a tackle unboxing from Monsterbass for the month of April of 2022. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this one. Alright baby, the bags are back. The Monsterbass bags are back for the month of April, and I'm a little bit behind on my tackle unboxings. I got a bunch of tackle reviews to do for you guys, but we're going to start today with the Monsterbass bag for April of 2022, and this thing is packed full of great value, great lessons and tips for you to get out on the water and hook them up. Alright, let's get started. The first thing you're going to notice about this month's bag is it's themed, and it is the Carolina rig theme. And this little booklet comes with your bag, and man, it's not just a booklet to describe the baits that's in your bag, full of lessons on how to take each bait in your bag that you receive and get out on the water and learn how to fish these baits. Great thing about Monsterbass and loving these themed bags, and again this month, is the Carolina rig. Into lesson 1, how to set up and fish your Carolina rig. So let's take a look in the bag and see what kind of baits we've got the Carolina rig fish with. So Monsterbass has set us up with everything that we need to get our Carolina rig set up and start fishing in this month's bag. So first up, you're going to see you've got a complete Carolina rig set up. You've got the tungsten weights, the beads, the clackers, everything that you need to set up your Carolina rig, all right here in one nice pack, courtesy of Monsterbass. The next thing, we've got some Monsterbass EWG Sabertooth Series hooks, and you've got some soft plastics here, and we've got the Grand Bass 6.5-inch airtail wiggler in the black and blue black and blue flake. Really good looking plastic bait to set up your Carolina rig fishing with. We'll pull one of these out of the pack and take a look at it. And the cool thing about this air wiggler is you'll see that the tail, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the tail has a little air pocket in the tail. So when that bait gets air in it, it kind of floats up and gives a little wiggle action on the back end of that worm to really entice the fish and get that strike. Alright, lesson number 3 is some techniques on how to square bill crankbait fish. So let's take a look in the bag and see what kind of square bill bait Monsterbass set us up with this month. Lesson number 3, we've got a square bill bait from Arc Fishing, and this is the CT5-7 2.5-inch floating square bill crankbait, and dives ranges 5 to 7 feet. Great square bill crankbait to get after lesson number 3 in this month's Monsterbass bag. So lesson number 4 in this month's bag is worming a crankbait through cover. And the bait that's included in our bag this month is a Lucky Strike crankbait, and it's a Jimmy Houston series, and this is the Moody Blue color, the Deep Smoothie. Now the cool thing about this crankbait is you can actually twist the bill and adjust it. So if it's running a little bit to the right, twist your crankbait bill to the left to straighten it back out, or get it to kind of curve when you're cranking on the retrieve, or you can do the opposite to get it to turn a different direction. But this is a cool crankbait, and the design is actually allows you to make those adjustments on the bill of the crankbait so you can worm that crankbait through top cover. Great touch by Monsterbass in this month's bag. Alright, let's take a look at our next lesson, and that's lesson number 5, and this is jerkbait cadence techniques. So let's take a look at what jerkbait we've got in the bag this month. Alright, this month we've got a Vicious Fishing Ripper 110 floating crankbait, half ounce weight, in the gizzard shag color. Really cool looking jerkbait from Vicious Fishing. Makes some great baits from Vicious. Fish with their baits quite a bit, and it makes some good fishing line too. But a great jerkbait addition in this month's Monsterbass bag. So let's take a look at what other things we've got in here in the Monsterbass bag. We've got some Z-Man boar hogs. Looks like a watermelon red color. Those are great baits from Z-Man. And this month we've also got a neck scarf from Monsterbass, another great touch. Of course, we've got our Rise and Glide sticker from Monsterbass, and as always, we've got the golden ticket, right? So if you're not a Monsterbass subscriber, you got to get into this every Thursday. Most Thursdays, Rick, the owner, runs a live cast on YouTube, and if your ticket number's called, you're going to win a bunch of great tackle. All right, so listen, that about does it for this session here at RC Bassin. Thanks for joining me out underneath the boat shed. I've got to get some maintenance done on the boat, do a little cleanup, and get ready for the next trip out on the water. Until we get to talk again, stay safe out on the water, tight lines, and hook 'em up.